Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aquarius for the month of April 2022. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, although I'm reading for April, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. I feel like you're in reflection. On a relationship that may have ended, and it feels like, well, maybe it wasn't what you thought it was going to be, or they were not who you thought they were going to be. It didn't turn out the way you thought it would. You could be or it could feel like you're reliving something. It could be that there were things that you weren't seeing. I feel like maybe something was taken for granted. Maybe you turned a blind eye to something, or signs, maybe even, to follow your heart. To follow your heart. So it feels to me like you really fell in love with this person. Maybe you fell really hard. I mean, it could have been with this fellow here, love at first sight, head over heels, under somebody's spell. And this is a card that would suggest, especially with this one, that you may have thrown all caution to the wind, because this person was very believable. You would have jumped in like the fool without thinking about the consequences. I feel like there could have been a lot of disagreements, unable to agree. You have the agreement card here, and you have the Three of Swords on it, so you were unable to disagree. But this would suggest possible on many different fronts, or a lot of disagreements, and you finally just end up going your separate ways. Heartbreaking. You feel deceived by this person. You feel deceived by this person. It looks like there is a walking away, and then there is a renewed interest. So it's like you can't agree, you feel it's over, you feel you've been deceived, the person walks away, but then they return. And it is you deciding whether or not you wish to continue on this path with this particular person, that it wasn't working. It feels like something could feel risky with the Fool here. It feels like maybe you didn't see this coming. Again, I get over here and this card that you just didn't see this coming, that you thought they were someone else, or that this was going to go in a different direction than it did. There is a renewed interest. There is news. Or there is news. This could also indicate news that is valued. And that news is whether or not you can bring this relationship back to life. Or even is there is the passion for it still here? Like, can we bring that back to life? Because passion is walking here. It has its back turned, and he's looking at this new growth here, wondering. And she just wants some peace of mind. So she's been, somebody's being torn apart by all these thoughts that are going around in their mind about whether or not they were deceived by this person, or whether or not they were or could have been so wrong about somebody that their feelings were off. I feel like even if this person has come back, and even if you were in love with him or are in love with them, you're going to take the time to think. You're not going to be as naive because that's how you feel. You were somewhat naive in the past for not having seen something about that person. There's something about that person that doesn't feel quite right. You're thinking back in regret. I feel like you're thinking back in regret for having missed something. So something ended. I feel like there was a period of silence. You may have discovered something. You may have turned your back on this person. Or they could have just, everything could have been going just fine, and then suddenly, boom, they disappear. They ghosted you. And then you're looking at this, oh my God, that's not what you thought would happen, or it's like no, that's not it. It's like it takes you completely by surprise. You weren't expecting it. You thought or assumed here especially that everything was just fine. Because this is a card of thinking, oh, everything's safe. I don't have to watch it anymore. So he takes his coin and he goes home and waits for it to grow. Doesn't nurture it or doesn't watch it. And what happened with that action, he took it for granted. And now he's looking down in confusion at a loss. Why did it happen? So that's what's going on here. That there was a deeper issue. Now he's come back around. We see it here. It could have taken some time before, from the time he ghosted you to the time he comes back around, could have been lengthy. And so now you would have to think about whether or not you could plant that coin, and whether or not you could see growth from it. Surely you still feel the connection, because the lovers here are in the reverse, and you do still hold value or attach value to it. Yeah. But you would be on guard, because this is somebody who's guarding treasure, keeping a very close eye on someone or something, because you feel it's all right here, you know. You're looking at it, Lady of Love. She's looking at it, and she just feels in her gut something's not right, okay? And, of course, she's not forgetting that she's been deceived here in the past by this person. And then we have the Hanged Man, you know. So she's waiting. And I feel like she's waiting on a sign to see if this person is just trying to get away with something. In this deck, this card indicates somebody being sneaky, somebody stealing something from her. So it's kind of like the Seven of Swords a bit. So she's waiting for a sign to see if this person is trustworthy or not. And see, I'm not believing the story. So they come back around. Here we now have the Page of Cups and the Page of Coins. And there's that Queen again. And she's reaching towards the cup. She doesn't hold it, but she's reaching towards it. So indicating to me that she does want it, but she's not really trusting it. Here it is. See? She's leaning back, kind of studying it, watching it, being guarded, looking for a sign. She could be making comparisons here also to something. There's a wish with the star on the card of Ascension. And so Ascension is about overcoming the problems or wanting to, or regaining control of. And it does come with the star. So the star is being somewhat hopeful, but guarded here. So she's hoping to receive or to get a solution to this these conflicting thoughts, I feel, that are going on in her mind. There's like a war going on in her mind. She wants the truth, and the truth she is going to get, because there is something coming in here quite unexpectedly about this knight. Here he is again, repeating. So there's unexpected news that is coming that will allow her to actually make a decision about this connection, about the lovers, which is up here. So this is exactly this here, telling her that she's soon going to have a message or messages that that will justify perhaps her feeling with justice being here or not. But either way, it's going to give her the truth. So she will be able to take a decision on this connection, on this couple. Here, the same Queen again. She's waiting on clarity because she senses this red flag here. When it comes to this makeup or making up with this person she feels a very deep connection with. You see how she looks away from this towards that red flag there. And again, the cards are telling her she's going to have her answers soon. And how she handles that with the next card is about how she handles or manages something will determine the outcome. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.